Jackson, 21:41 coming out of Budapest. The world record.
With the numbers though, Flojo was 29 in the year that she set that world. Shericka Jackson is also 29 right now. And when Flojo set the record, there was a... So, lots of interesting tidbits. But I tell you what though...
100 meters from Brussels.
All about her business. She's already caught. Race is already over. This is Shericka Jackson. And man, has she run a storm.
Again, the world record is 21:34. She is out there. Everyone else, as she gets to the line, it will be off that world mark, off her world, as she breaks Shanae Miller-Weibo's mark by more than a quarter of a second.
A ton of competition. Not that anybody's been able to stay close to her. She is living at 21.4 now.
So this race was all the way back in 2023 for the Brussels Diamond League. And thank y'all for tuning in to yet another throwback race. So in this one, Shericka Jackson was basically racing against the clock. Gina Prandini and Daryl Nita, they were also in this race, but clearly they were no match for Shericka Jackson. And in that time, Shericka Jackson was in the perfect shape. That's the same year she ran 21.41 at the World Championships. But in this race, she was determined that she was going to get the world record, but just coming short again in 21.48 seconds. And yeah, she was definitely a beast on the track. And this would have also been her final race for 2023, and this would have been before she got injured, because starting 2024 she ran a couple races, and then yeah, the injury kicked in. She tried to fight back for all of 2024. She did a few races. She won at the Jamaica National Trials, just to show you the type of work she had to put in from around May to June or July. And she definitely dominated the national trials, only to show up at the Olympic Games injured, basically. She was, at first, she pulled out of the 100 meters. We thought she was just focusing on the 200 meters because we know what happened earlier on in the season. Then she had to pull out of the 200 meters as well. So it's just unfortunate. And this would have been her first individual gold medal that she possibly would have won over the 200 meters or even in the 100 meters. It's just unfortunate that she did not get to compete any at all at the Olympic Games. Kind of similar with Shelly and Fraser-Price. She didn't get to compete in the semis either. But Shericka Jackson is, she's back up. She's now getting over the injury from last year. She ran a few races so far, not looking that impressive though. She is scheduled to run tomorrow at the Rabat Diamond League. This time she will be running the 100 meters, so we'll see the type of form that she's in. But yeah, she's running into shape, not looking that impressive. I guess she's kind of running scared because she does not want to get injured again, so she's cautious basically. We're not seeing that push from her like what we saw in the final 100 meters after race that we just watched, the Brussels Diamond League. Yeah, we're not seeing that fight, and I believe she's just running cautious, trying to make sure that she finished the race healthy so she can go back to the drawing board to see what she can improve on basically. But back to this race though, Shericka Jackson definitely dominated this race, and yeah, the world record was in reach, but it wasn't to be in this one. I think she had around 10.65 in the 100 meters as well, so she was in great shape to take on this world record from Flojo at 21.34 seconds. But she just have to wait. Hopefully this year, once she gets back in the right shape, then she can attempt to go for the record. But I believe she will need possibly another year before she get back into this sort of form. We know once she gets going, she's unstoppable. But to get back where she was in 2023 is going to be difficult. It's possible, but it's going to be hard. So we just have to wait to see what transpires for the remaining of the season. But yeah, this race was crazy, epic from start to finish. She was gone from the gun, and coming off the curve, it was herself against the clock basically. And yeah, she ran her heart out in the final race of 2023, but she just didn't get as close as she wanted to the world record. But yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts on this race in the comments. That's all for today. Thank you all for tuning in for yet another throwback race.